Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to some more Tales of Arise. Senpai Devout Gym here. Now, it's been a while since we played. It's let me see, continue. I think we're still up in Lenegis, correct?
Something feels odd
Yes.
here.
Yes,
Be on
yes,
your
yes. We're
guard.
in the Forbidden Zone area. And there's a cutscene that's already gotta play, Jesus Christ. But my god, I don't remember what happened last time. Oh, we fought that boss and we saved his friend, which is the chick. She got controlled by the lady in red. We saved her, and then now we're in the forbidden zone, trying to figure out exactly what happened in the past. I got it. I remembered. It's been a couple weeks since we played. Probably like 2 weeks since the beginning of the year since we played. But it's still the year, and I'm not even sure how long this game is. But real quick, let's go ahead and check out this cutscene. Let's see what they're gonna say.
That vision we saw, it was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dahna might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave,
This
ghost type
guy.
stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries
Oh, that's
ago?
cool.
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
So it's that chick, I forgot her name, but the girl that Alphen was with. Okay. it's always funny because whenever he's walking by himself. I'm not doing this. I am not doing this, guys. I am not doing this. What's going on?
Soon, you might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
They make it turn back for the time being. I mean, we already did everything back there. They make it seem like this is like a huge boss battle, and there's like no turning point after this. Ooh, think. Did I do everything? Think. I think I did.
I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learned can change that.
I mean, we're in it to win it now. Let's go. I wonder if this is where we fight the lady in red, right? I gotta sneeze, but let me see if I can hold it in. Nope. Excuse me, guys.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your
I'm not-
past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. My mic is full of dust. I don't know why.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
It's crazy because the Forbidden Zone still. Oh my god, another cutscene.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
But this is the place that we went to when his mask came off, right? Is there something over here, or am I just wasting my time? I'm just wasting my time. Okay.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Dahnan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects.
Ooh, here we go.
It's your
Yes.
call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait. I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
So he's the first true sovereign.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
Wow.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that
So
way
he's a
too.
Renan.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
Oh, wow.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
Harnessing souls and energy.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then
The
who
lady
was
in
it?
red.
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind
lady in
all
red.
this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
I mean, do I really have to, or...?
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
I mean, I guess, but let's do this cutscene first.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we would.
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Alright, let's check out these terminals. Select a topic to... Oh my god, lords. Each crown contests 5 the best quality member and if I choose them. During the contest, they generate level 3 authorities. One of the elements for administrators on the court. They're assigned an ID crest. Indicating elements suggest process, astral, physical, mental. Based on the strongest of becoming lords and make individual power should be noted. However, the lords are not the only individual capable of drawing out the master core's power. All Renans must be taken. Oh, because they needed the Renans Alma again. For them, select the topic to read. A unique adjustment index test subjects report. The following report is the second success of the case of the Sovereign test. Okay, so this is about Volron. Given name Volron, has high latent potential, mental ability. Oh, see his mental, along with strong distaste for following orders. As such, the wishes possess surprising even those of the last successful subjects. Itself failure, and this is therefore under consideration disposal. Also, they were gonna kill. So they were gonna dispose of Volron. Holy shit. At Dahna, this is the first success case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors and subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 be proceed and will be dispatched to Dahna under the guise or the geese of serving as a lord. Oh shit. So they're gonna dispose of Volron because of his mental state and he wasn't following orders. Interesting. Okay, master cores. Master cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of those master cores, those each with earth, fire, water, wind, light, are loaned to Renan's lords at the time of the crown contest. Only the dark master core is maintained inside of the forbidden zone until the Renan's alma is ready to be reformed and is kept top secret. Underneath the master core's spectral outer layer, it is a force field crystal used to the purpose of astral energy containing stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in the state. Okay. For the duration of the tincture, each lord competes in a crown contest to amass their applied types of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from the respective stock of astral energy if necessary. However, the extent allows determined based on their own individual strength. Okay, design flaws are discovered and how this all materialize. Be advised that active master cores may resonate with other master cores located in each proximity and become unstable, which we saw that happen. Due to successful regeneration of the Renans alma, master cores will cease to be deployed and the contest will be permanently halted. Really? Oh. Spirit cores. Spirit cores are end terminals used for the collections of astral energy, which we saw that. We embody in a biological subject and establish connection throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is emitted from the host body itself. Because some energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of the spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. Okay. This means that the Renans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest, which we saw in every of the countries that we went to. And given the difficulties in producing them, it is advised that the spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Oh, wow. Really? Spirit cores can be embedded in Zugos to control them via astral arts. Oh, okay. So that's how they control the Zugos. Increased physical load on the host body tends to produce increased astral energy. Also, that's why they have the little things on their hands, the little circle cores on their hands. Oh, final confirmation of another workload imposed on the host body without indicing death for maximum astral energy is still pending. Wow. We'll read the big one last. Yo, this is crazy. Is there one back there? No. Seductive mask. Yes. What's up with the mask? A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. Okay. However, doing so is not recommended, and prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of side effects, which is why he couldn't feel pain. Due to the loss of prison and destruction of Lenegis, the additional device will no longer be manufactured. Oh, brainwashing report. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dahna's water realm, a study was commenced to investigate the matter in depth. The system is unique that it elevates only the lords as the supreme authority, while relegating both Renans and Dahnas alike to enslavement. Test subject, that's Volron, serves as the realm's current. Oh, right here. achieve this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it is done. So this is talking about the brainwashing that Volron did to the Dahnans and the Renans in his realm. Given this massive effectiveness at population control and management situation will continue. Wow, collapse of cognitive facility via experimental process rooted in violence and fear had proven to be key to their style of rule. Once the subject loses its authority, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to dispose of inventory slaves for ritual labor. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to... The results will be monitored. Interesting. Alright, Lenegis. A large-scale astral energy converter that permanently converts the elemental component of energy into Rena. Activation and control of energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's armor within the central core of Lenegis. It is comprised of classified and essential personal residence zone around a large conduct, along with the defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduct while simultaneously, functioning as a like all these big ass words, stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zone, which we saw that. However, because that it only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address such damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenegis serve as a central base of operations for the management and execution of the crown contest on Dahna. Warning: any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. Damn. Detachable harvester. That's the thing that was shot into Dahna, right? It serves as the tip of Lenegis conducts, which means it's operates upon landing in the waters. It extends 2 sets of counter pathways. The vertical pathway is connected to the center of Dahna. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathway proceeds to envelop the entire surface of Dahna. Once activated, it links to the balance of the spirit resting place in each round, effectively harvesting the 5 different planet astral energy in masses. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustment takes place in the forbidden zones, regulated area, Lenegis outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi auto whatever that word is until main personnel are extended to manually interfere with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for its function. Detachable Harvest 1 was lost on Dahna after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. So this is saying that we destroyed the first one. Rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. So this was because of us. They lost the first one. Detachable Harvest 2 landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the whatever that big ass word is, easier connected to the center of Dahna. Wow. So they had 2 just in case. Alright, and this is just talking about us, right? The Sovereign and Maiden. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis center control device for this prison challenge ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority. ID Crest, a Dahna subject serves as the base of its creation in theory. Additional cannons possess equal natural element. However, such aptitude is primarily rare and uncovered within real-world conditions. As a result, most soldiers died during the adjustment period. Instability is still not granted for those who survive it. The instability, coupled with the sovereign power, poses a high risk to the society of Lenegis and is left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put into place via support mechanism when using the sovereign. No effective alternative methods to perform that have been found. Trials on the Dahna subjects are authorized to continue. Unit 2 Adjustments are a success. Some adjustments are to be put on hold while it takes place. Okay, let's check out the maiden. The maiden acts as a sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority. Okay, a Renan subject serve as its function, providing the sovereign with the special mental supplemental dark astral it lacks. During the ceremony it is so basically there's the Renan Sovereign, I mean the Renan Sovereign, okay, they have all of the elementals inside of them. But the maiden has the dark astral energy inside of them, which is why Shion has the has the thorns. That's like the dark astral energy that's inside of her. But we have all of it, like earth, wind, fire, and all that blah blah blah. I see. Which is why they need both of them together, because the dark one cannot be inside of Alphen, because I guess it'll be too much or something like that. Okay, responsible additionally the degree of the intimacy between it and the sovereign is an impact. Okay, because of this, trial activations are sovereign. Without the maiden are forbidden. Either the sovereign or the maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channel ceremony. Mental instability in the maiden has been deemed the cause. So then Shion was made to be the maiden for Voron, right? And plans to have his maiden revolt and return to its original household. So yeah. Interesting. Wait, what is this? The operations table, many subjects on it never came back alive. Oh, okay, that was weird. Maybe there's something back here real quick. Yeah, so then Shion was probably made the maiden for Voron, which is why he took her alive. Oh, okay, I see. But why doesn't she remember like being a maiden though, or anything about that? Unless they kind of brainwashed her. I don't know. Let's keep going. Interesting. That actually like I actually learned a lot from reading that. So in Roman, it looks like time itself has stopped here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this place was around 300 centuries. And it still looks the same. Like it hasn't been touched or anything. Looks nice and clean and it's still active. Yeah, this is that one area where they were telling us to... Wow. Yeah, we came here in Alphen's Pass. This area will now be shut down as of its final phase. And everything is being done automatically, so like there's no personnel that needs to do it manually. Wow, yo. Well, semi-automatically. That's crazy. Oh, here comes another flashback.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dahna. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
And that was the last time that he saw her.
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse,
Long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... if I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough.
Say I love you. I love you.
Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Wow.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
I'm trying to check some. Okay. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I bought... No, whoa. I bought... Didn't I buy... I thought I bought another DLC thing, downloadable content. I thought I bought... Because there's this other starter pack that was like $25 or $20. And I know that I bought it... I guess not. I thought I bought it. Weird. But okay, well, let's continue on. I'm probably gonna make these episodes like 40 minutes or 45 minutes long each. Okay, so is this a battle? This seems like a battle. Oh, we might end it right here. Because the next area looks like a battle. So my theory, you know, of like Alphen being the old Dahna hero, blah 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 blah, this like this, was incorrect, and I thought that, you know, somewhat, I did say that someone had put him to sleep, you know, and he awoke in this time period to save the world. Sort of kind of that gist, but I don't know. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We got a lot of information in this episode. Like, subscribe, comment, more videos coming up on the channel. I love and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.